Hey, good morning. Good morning to Daily Empowerment Tips for Professional Women. If you are a committed, driven, hardworking, capable woman, and you feel that you cannot take your foot off the gas, more specifically, you can't afford to take your foot off the gas, then this tip is for you. So I'm going to provide you with 3 takeaways today. And the first one is an empowerment principle that allows you to uplevel your life and business and beyond. The second thing that we're going to cover is a micro teaching where you can understand more deeply how this empowerment principle actually works in your life, in the real world. And finally, I'm going to give you a practice opportunity. And this is something that will breathe life into this empowerment principle. You can start today, and then take it into your future. So if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I am an empowerment coach and founder of the Surpass Your Limits School for Professional Women. And I help my students to unlock the peace, potential, and prosperity that still eludes them without wasting time or working harder. And this school, which we've just opened our doors to, we're doing a soft launch, a soft opening, is really the culmination of my 30 years of training and experience with women like you and all aligned souls, no matter what your gender is. If you align with these topics, these are for you. Let's see here. So let's go right into the empowerment principle. All right. So if you believe that you can't afford to take your foot off the gas, this is what you need to know. You can't afford not to. You must actually stop moving in order to receive the abundance, the bounty that is already here. So let me just say that one more time. If you believe that you can't afford to take your foot off the gas, the empowerment principle is you can't afford not to. You actually need to stop moving in order to receive the bounty and the abundance that's already here. So let's go into the micro teaching with this. First of all, understand that most accomplished, capable, hardworking women are overdeveloped in their human doing skills and malnourished in their human being skills. Now, this is not a flaw. This is not your fault, but we are products of our environment. And because of this, we have learned that doing is good and not doing is bad. And if you think about it, if this resonates for you, it's because we have gotten all kinds of positive messages for our doing. We've gotten our sense of value and worth for what we do and what we achieve and how hard we work. It allows us to feel safe because we feel visible as opposed to invisible. It provides compensation. It provides us with a sense of belonging, especially in, our culture and in the modern world of the work environment. If you're doing, you belong, you're good, you get the pat on the back, you're seen, you're visible. And if you're not doing, all right, that's bad. And we've internalized these judgments. So I'm going to ask you to take a moment and just ask yourself, how do you feel about yourself, or just how do you feel in general when you're being unproductive in quotation marks? I have polled lots of women in my courses and my programs and my presentations, and you should see the chat blow up. It is incredible, and feel free to put it in the chat. But women will say when they're unproductive, they feel lazy, they feel anxious, they feel lost, they feel like they should be doing something. They feel like a loser. I mean, I've actually heard women say, I feel like a loser if I'm productive, right? So this idea that doing is good and not doing is bad is actually learned. We learned this from our environments. And here's an important concept to get, okay? Not doing is not the same as the power of being. Being is its own skill. And because we don't know any better, we didn't know any better, for those of us who wrestle with this, we actually don't understand how being could actually be valuable and productive. And here's the upper limit issue: faster and easier, and allow you to receive beyond what you could ever imagine possible. So let's drill down a little bit more, okay? Most hardworking women operate like hunters. We have targets on the horizon. We go out, we do a lot of thinking and strategizing and taking a lot of action, and we work really hard, which makes you the sole provider of everything that you want, which is why it's scary to take your foot off the gas, right? But the human being operates like one of two of these examples, just to start to get a symbol in your mind. Like the gatherer, as opposed to the hunter. The gatherer knows where the abundance is. They pick up their basket, they go to the meadow, and they help themselves. It's already here. And I like to teach a lot using the majestic tree as a symbol, because the majestic tree is a being that is planted in the earth, and it receives all day long from life itself. Life is the provider, not the hunter or the being. Life is the provider, and it doesn't lift a finger. It just receives all day long. And not only does it receive, it has available to it more than it could ever need, want, or use. And it's right here, right now. Whether it's the atmosphere or the minerals from the earth, it doesn't even have to market itself or promote itself, because the birds come and they take the seeds, and the winds come and spreads its offerings across the land. And we actually can do this as human beings when we know how that translates to being a sentient conscious being. And we do that with our awareness. If you tuned into yesterday's tip, your power lies in consciousness, not your productivity. So with that, we use our awareness, harness the power of our consciousness, and start to open up to all that life has to offer. Life always offers kindness. So with that, I'm going to give you your practice opportunity for today moving forward. All right. In order to tap into the power of being, we need to first stop the doing. And the power of stopping is actually one of 10 modules. I talk about the 10 powers of being in my main curriculum that helps women to surpass their limits. We start to nourish the power of being so that the power of doing comes into balance, and we come into balance, and that allows for fulfillment, not just success, but fulfillment. And the power of stopping is one of the first modules. And so first, notice when you're in doing mode. And here's the key. If you're doing and it feels good, do. That's great. It feels good. You're being productive, no problem. But if you're doing or trying to do because you think you should be doing and it feels bad, stop. Just stop. Notice that it's not working for you, right? And just because it's not working doesn't mean you should try harder, work harder. Just stop. Take a breath. And then practice this affirmation. And you can say this until you're blue in the face all day long, because now you're directing your awareness. Your consciousness creates your reality. Your consciousness is an invitation to life. Okay, it's the fragrance and the colors of the tree. It's an invitation. So you can simply say, I am willing to believe that I can receive infinite possibilities as I rest. Notice if it doesn't feel good, if you're in doing mode, stop, breathe, and say this affirmation. I am willing to believe that I can receive infinite possibilities as I rest. And another affirmation that my clients love because it works is, I am willing to be pleasantly surprised. I am willing to be pleasantly surprised. The hunter can only receive what it expects to receive. It could be hunting wild game, and all around are coconuts and berries, but it will not see because it's in hunter mode, which has you have tunnel vision. The tree has diffuse awareness, and it's open to all that life has to offer. I like to say it's unselective as opposed to the hunter that's highly selective. So practice that, and I'd love to hear how it goes for you. So with that, I'd like to give you some possible next steps. And if you'd like to go deeper or learn more, first of all, send me a note. Go to showmenextsteps.com, and I will, read your question, your area of interest, and send you some next steps that are no and low cost. I want to tell you today about something you can do right away, which is you can get on Amazon. I created the Receive Oracle cards, which teach you how to unlearn struggle and receive your fulfillment with ease. There are 56 cards, all right? And there are 4 categories. So for example, today I gave you receive rest, the affirmation. They all have an affirmation. And one category around the power of being, which is how you learn to receive, is you learn how to receive your needs. You also can learn to receive your wants. Some people want to receive clarity. Receive with ease. There are 14 principles that teach you about receiving. And receive soothing. A lot of people suffer with feelings of lack. Soothe your sense of lack. And there's a little booklet with lots of teachings. You can just pull your cards and learn how to receive. So that's on Amazon. You can go to surpassyourlimits.com/resources to get a direct link. And finally, I am doing a vision workshop starting August 13th. It's $97, and this is designed to help you receive your clarity, your power, and your path forward through a process that I've developed. You'll be creating a vision for a particular area of your life, whatever area that is, whether it's work, money, your body, romance, family, something else. I'll walk you step by step. It's a 3-part workshop, very powerful. I started my coaching practice with this workshop to standing room only and kept having standing room only. It is really transformational. So go to surpassyourlimits.com/vision. I'll have the links for you to check all that out, but just hit replay when we have this if you need it. And thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Remember, the future is bright when you shine your light. Have a great day. Bye-bye.